J.D. Vance introduced himself to a national audience at the Republican National Convention, where he announced that he officially accepts being chosen as Donald Trump's running mate.
And I'm overwhelmed with gratitude to say, I officially accept your nomination to be Vice President of the United States of America.
The 39-year-old Vance, a former critic of Donald Trump, had never attended, let alone spoken at, a previous Republican convention. He spent much of his speech praising Trump and criticizing Biden, using his relative youth to draw a contrast with the 81-year-old president. He shared the story of his hardscrabble upbringing, making the case that his party best understands the challenges facing struggling Americans.
Joe Biden supported NAFTA, a bad trade deal that sent countless good jobs to Mexico. When I was a sophomore in high school, that same career politician named Joe Biden gave China a sweetheart trade deal that destroyed even more good American middle-class manufacturing jobs. When I was a senior in high school, that same Joe Biden supported the disastrous invasion of Iraq, and at each step of the way, in small towns like mine in Ohio or next door in Pennsylvania or Michigan, in states all across our country, jobs were sent overseas and our children were sent to war.
Vance projected Trump as the opposite of Joe Biden, saying that Trump understood the problems faced by Americans and put America and its interests first.
And somehow, a real estate developer from New York City by the name of Donald J. Trump was right on all of these issues while Biden was wrong. President Trump knew even then that we needed leaders who would put America first.
Vance blamed Biden and other out-of-touch politicians for the increase in drugs and Chinese goods in the U.S., adding that Biden's policies had harmed his community.
Now, thanks to these policies that Biden and other out-of-touch politicians in Washington gave us, our country was flooded with cheap Chinese goods, with cheap foreign labor, and in the decades to come, deadly Chinese fentanyl. Joe Biden screwed up, and my community paid the price.
J.D. Vance clarified his stance on climate policies, calling U.S. policies introduced during the Biden era a green scam.
A leader who rejects Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's Green New scam and fights to bring back our great American factories. We need President Donald J. Trump.
Vance accused Biden of championing policies that made America weaker and poorer.
For half a century, he's been the champion of every major policy initiative to make America weaker and poorer. And in 4 short years, Donald Trump reversed decades of betrayals inflicted by Joe Biden and the rest of the corrupt Washington insiders.
As the first millennial to join the top of a major party ticket, Vance enters the race amid growing concerns about the age of the men at the top: 78-year-old Trump and 81-year-old President Joe Biden. He also joins Trump after an assassination attempt against the former president, which underscored the importance of a potential successor.